Hello guys, welcome back to the live. If you're just joining, please drop a comment and hit the like button. Make sure you double tap, alright? Double tap your screen, guys. Double tap your screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone is already by the sin. Why do you say that? That's the question. So I think I need to. By the sin, why do you say that? Hey Jack, how you doing? How are you? So why do you say that by the sin? And of course, we've seen that the alleged shooter has been found. The alleged shooter has been found. So are you saying that because are you saying that he deserved it? Are you saying any human being deserved to be shot like this? Is that what you're saying by the sin? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, I feel like we should all be thankful and happy that the perpetrator of this act has been caught. Are you saying that people who we do not agree with should be shot like this? Is that what you're trying to say by the sin? Is that what you're trying to say? That instead of engaging in public civil discourse on topics we don't agree on, we should basically kill people for having a different opinion. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think any human being with a working brain would support this. And so I'm really, I mean, kudos to the police and the parents of the guy. At least they cooperated with the police, and right now the shooter is in custody. So I mean, the parents of the guy did a great job. um Patterson says that not at all, but my people back home are being unalived as we speak in Haiti and other parts of the world. Again, that doesn't mean that we should wish other people bad, or we should be happy because something like this happened to someone. This is someone who has two kids, for crying out loud. So even if your people. We're not trying to downplay the effect or the impact of whatever you and your people are going through back home. We're not downplaying the impact. We are saying that someone was actually shot in broad daylight for having a different opinion. There's no public outcry, and he was unalived by his own people. Again, you're not addressing the issue here. You are not addressing the issue. The issue is someone was unalived for essentially having a different opinion. That is the issue. By the way, Bidison, are you in the United States? Are you in the United States? Let me know if I should even be engaging you in a discussion. Do you live in the United States? If you're just joining, everyone, please double tap, guys, double tap. So I'm asking, again, do you live in the United States? That is what I'm trying to find out. Okay, so you are in the States, right? Which is good. So we can have a discussion. Now, the issue here is, do you think people should be unalived for having a different opinion? Just because you don't agree with someone, is that enough reason to shoot that person? Is that enough reason to shoot the person? You don't need, there is no but. If your answer is no, then let it be no. There is nothing like no but. There's nothing like no but. If you are saying no, but you don't feel sympathy towards him at all, are you saying that what happened? Are you saying he deserved it? Because your answer is very contradictory at this point. Are you saying he deserved it? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you saying he deserved it? Because now you're saying no, but, no, but. And I hope you realize, that the tables can turn. So is this the kind of America we want to build? That's the question. Is this the kind of America we want to build? And a country where if you do not if you disagree with another person's views, then the person should be shot. Is that the kind of country we want? Exactly. Mustang says he didn't deserve that at all. No one deserved that. Anyone who talks bad about his death is a sick individual. We live in a society that discriminates against black people, and he was promoting hate towards my people. Again, you see, one thing I always tell people is, um, first and foremost, are you saying you have not answered the question? By the sin, are you trying to say he deserved it? Is that what you are saying? You just keep going round and round and round. Are you saying he deserved it? Because you need to understand that this thing is a lot deeper than what you see on the surface. You need to understand that you also have a different opinion from some other persons. So should people come after you because you have a different opinion? Is that what you're saying? Should people come after your life, after your family and whatever? Should people come after you because you have a different opinion? Like, I don't know how some of you analyze these things. I don't know how you analyze it. Are you saying because I have a different opinion on a matter, then people should come after me? Okay, Madison says at the end of the day, it's all the distraction to keep us from the bigger picture. Again, you've not still you've refused to you're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. I mean, can you come out boldly to say he deserved it? Because if you are saying that, or if you are implying that, then it means those that have a different opinion from what you currently think can do the same to you. Exactly. That's why America is great, because we have the ability to give our opinion, but the leftist liberals are killing us because we speak our opinion. Nobody, I repeat, nobody deserves to be unalive because they have a different opinion. If you say my opinion is not correct, then debate me. You know, And another thing why this whole thing scares me is the fact that I run a channel where I'm I'm disagreeing with people on a daily basis. I'm disagreeing with people on a daily basis. And a lot of them, you know, insult me on the channel and everything. And now I'm starting to get scared. Right? I'm beginning to get scared that wow, so if so people really have this mindset that once they disagree with someone, then the person deserves to be shot. Is that the mindset? Right? I can count the number of people who I've disagreed with on this channel. The only thing that vindicates me most times, and by most times I mean 100% of the time, the only thing that vindicates me is the fact that my analysis always turn out to be true, and then I'm vindicated. Because when we expose a lot of these scam platforms here, those of you who believe in the platforms, we always disagree, because a lot of them will insult me on the comment saying I don't know what I'm talking about, and at the end of the day the platform turns out to be a scam. It means if you are encouraging what happened what happened to Charlie Kirk, if you are encouraging it, it means that you are saying that whenever people disagree with me, they should find me, and that's what you're trying to say. And that's why well, I'm a security professional, so I mean, but it's crazy that people have such mindset, and that's the leftist mindset. It's crazy. And the thing about this whole did you know that there's still towns in the states where black people can go to after dark? What I so again, so so see, understand something. We're not saying the debate is not right now. The debate is not about what exists and what doesn't exist. The debate is not about who is racist and who is not. The debate is not about systemic oppression or whatever. That's not the debate right now. The issue that we are trying to address is the simple question of, should people get shot because we don't agree with them? And those of you who are quote unquote trying to find excuses why this is okay, you are missing the point. You are missing the point. So should we kill each other because we have different opinions? I don't think you want to support that, because if you support that, then you're simply giving the other party the moral grounds to also, do the same thing. So what we expect from everyone is to, you know, condemn it. Okay? Condemn the act first. Say, did you know that there's still towns? Okay, I read that. You're still by the scene. You're still missing the whole point. You're missing the point. You are mixing different issues, right? We're asking you a specific question, and you're missing the point by mixing different issues together. No, forget about what he said. Forget about who did it. Forget about who did it. Forget about what he said. Forget about the towns in the states where people can go after dark. Forget about all that. Focus on the issue. The issue is, should people be unalived because they have a different opinion from what we believe? That is the real issue. The question that I'm asking you now, you haven't answered the question. You just keep ranting, and it's crazy. Why can't you engage in a civil discourse? Look at it. You're not. You have you have left the real issue completely, and you keep ranting about everything. The question is simple right now. The question is simple. Should people be unalived because they have a different opinion? That's the question that I'm asking you. But you can't even answer the question. You just... Okay, so let's I mean, we can show some intelligence as black people. We should show some level of intelligence. Flowers says, of course not. Exactly. So the first thing is condemning the act itself. Condemn the act and encourage proper discourse. At this point in time, I feel like those of us that are, I mean, yeah, exactly. No one should have their life taken for having an opinion. Nobody would be safe. Exactly. Right? No one would be safe. So if we come here to defend it, just like what Biderson is doing, if you come here and you're defending the whole thing and you cannot even like okay, as I was saying, if you are on social media defending this, or not, maybe you're not directly defending it, but you cannot unequivocally say this is wrong, then you are part of the problem, and it's you who need mental checkup. Right? You cannot unequivocally say it is wrong and condemn it, whether you are white or black or colored, whatever race. If you can't unequivocally condemn it, to say, look, this is wrong, I don't care what anybody said, I don't care what he said, I don't care what he thinks, I don't care what his opinions are, this is wrong. If you can't unequivocally take that stance, then you are part of the problem. Because who says you are right? Who says your opinion is right over another person's opinion? Like who do you think you are? Why do you think yours is right and another man's opinion is wrong? So I mean, it's high time we started, looking at this thing properly, because even personally, it scares me. No, this is an absurd way to think. No one had the courage to argue his point versus their own. He was shot due to ignorant frustration. Exactly, and I feel like I feel so too. If you say someone is wrong, then you should come up and debate them, right? If you say I'm wrong about something, then debate me, tell me why I'm wrong. And at the end of the day, the truth always prevails, right? The truth will always win. You all have seen it here times without number. When I investigate a platform on this place, we call out the platform and we tell people like that, look, because of this platform is a scam. You will find people who insult the hell out of me on this place, and I don't respond to their insult. I just say, instead of insulting me and saying I don't know what I'm speaking about, then show me the evidence that suggests that this platform is legit. Now, what happens is, at the end of the day, the platform ends up being a scam and I'm vindicated. So that means I should be scared of even walking freely because I criticize a platform and call it a scam, and some other person have a different opinion. Then that person has the right to shoot me. I don't get it. And someone is here and you cannot stamp your feet on the ground to say this is wrong. Man, I'm so disappointed. You can't say it's wrong. Like, man, what kind of conscience do you have? You need to understand the gravity of what I'm saying. Like, what kind of conscience do you have to the point that you cannot even say it's wrong? Exactly. Bed dog, exactly. We can always find common ground. If we seek it, it should be what we both seek. And another thing is, a lot of the people coming out to say he's racist, he's this, he's that, right? Why don't you debate? And I ask them a question like, show me the evidence, show me the proof, let me see it. Okay, let me see it. Someone says he doesn't agree with the DEI arrangement. How does that make the person racist? I'm honestly just asking, like, I'm asking honest questions. But how does that make the person racist? Because I don't agree with DEI arrangement, because I say I don't agree with abortion, because I say what again? What other thing is he being called out for? So again, that's just, yeah, exactly. Dragon 97, thank you so much. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, you'll be missed, a legend. So again, I have an opinion on all these things, and honestly speaking, when I tell people, look, if you say someone is racist, then show me where this person is actually saying. This person has said over and over again in debates that, look, I am not racist, and a lot of the white people you call racist are not racist. Okay? There is something Bob Marley said in his redemption song, and he said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. You hear that? You see that? That's because those people don't want their minds changed. They're set with an evil ideology or a deep-rooted hatred for either the white man or Christian man. People hate the truth, and Charlie spoke the truth. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. I was looking at a debate that Charlie had with one of the black students, and this guy kept on saying he kept on saying things like the system is set up for the system is set up in such a way that he doesn't feel safe. And Charlie asked this guy, why do you say that? He says, the way people look at me when I walk into the store or the supermarket. And he just kept on, the black college student kept on saying that, the way people look at me and this kind of stuff. And Charlie made a statement that you're the one thinking like that in your head. Nobody, I mean, you are in this school, right? The guy said yes. Are you qualified to be in this school? The guy said yes. And then Charlie went on to say, victim mindset. Charlie went on to say, look, I'm not in support of the DEI. I just want people to, be given opportunities based on merit and competence. So how is that? How does that make someone racist? How does saying I want people to be given opportunities based on merit and competence? What's racist about that? Please, someone let me know in the comment. What is racist about that? He literally stated he hoped a plane he got on didn't have black pilot. He said the civil rights movement was a bad idea. I've seen the videos. He said, listen, for grounding, I'm going to address your comment, right? I will address your comment. He said, if you are giving people opportunities based on the color of their skin, right, based on the DEI principle, then it's possible that you gave someone who is not qualified the position of being a pilot, right? And he's just giving an example that, look, that means going by this DEI, if I get into a plane and I see a black person, I'll be scared that I hope this person didn't get here based on DEI. And it just seems a lot of you you are not thinking about it. You just jump on the bandwagon with other people and say, oh, because he made some statement that some malicious people clipped and tried to, change the context of the statement. Then you say the person, yeah, Gabriel, how you doing? Trainer TIG, they cannot debate the points in good faith, so they make personal attacks seem morally superior and that the opposition is unworthy of debating. Grunding says that's not what DEI is. It means that qualified persons aren't disqualified from jobs based on color. Okay, if you say this is the case, then we should debate it. We should argue it. Don't shoot me because I think DEI should be scrapped. Do you get what I'm saying? Grunding, do you understand me? if you feel that I've gotten the DEI thing wrong, debate me. Yeah, people hear things from their level of consciousness. He was just saying if they're not qualified, they shouldn't be there. That's like allowing a chef to perform open heart surgery. Thank you so much. You are right. DEI is equity, not equality. It's literally a racist policy that doesn't involve the merit of your work. Again, I was debating someone on the channel yesterday on these issues, and as a black person, honestly, I don't think that thing should exist. I don't think it should exist. People should be given opportunities based on skill, based on talent, based on competence. Why do you have to consider the color of someone's skin before you can give them opportunities? It's crazy. It's crazy. That's not true either. His family was Republican, the son was a leftist with a trans girlfriend. Grandin, all you people can do is lie. Came from a family of conservatives and became extremely radicalized by left wing ideology. Dia is literally that you don't consider their color. No, that's not true. Grunding, now you are not, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. Yeah, Dragon, you're right. You're right. You actually consider their color over someone else's color to get them into the program, right? And if you ask me, in fact, I feel like we are even starting to where if we're not careful, right? If we're not careful as black people, we would fall into the trap of being the racist ourselves. And I don't know if y'all don't know, blacks can actually be racist towards white. I hope you know this. He had a boyfriend that was pretending to be a girl. Nope, he was single. Okay, well, where's the proof he had a trans partner? Well, these are all they're not facts. Grounding, I know that they are not facts, and I will agree with you on this because there are actually no proof. There's no proof right now that suggests that um he had a trans girlfriend. People are just speculating. But I saw on the news that his roommate is actually trans, and the roommate is already cooperating um with the police. right? So I mean, I saw that one for myself, that his roommate is trans and cooperating and just saying things. But a lot of the things we're hearing are hearsay. My issue is the fact that a lot of people are coming out to say or to accuse him, or that's to accuse Charlie of being a racist and calling him all sort of names. But you are running away from the real issue here, and the real issue is all the names you call him. That's fine, but should we unalive people because they have a different opinion? You don't want to answer that. You don't want to respond to that question. Should we just unalive people because they have a different opinion? So that I would stop exposing scams on this platform. Because if I expose a scam, I have different opinion. I have a different opinion. My opinion is quite different from people who support the platform or who support the scam. So should we condone that? Exactly. That's the question I'm asking. The question trainer just asked is the same question I'm asking. I've seen horrible videos of people actually celebrating it and laughing about it. Horrible videos. Horrible videos of people. In fact, it's gotten so bad that it's now on the news that anyone caught celebrating it will be investigated and dealt with. Hilarious? Is that what you call it? You think it's hilarious? Oh, damn. Grunding, you're something else. That you think it's hilarious. That's what you think it is. Honestly, 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 I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. So imagine that someone finds you, and because you think it's hilarious, the person does the same to you. Imagine that you have a different opinion right now. You have a different opinion, and then someone disagrees with you, finds you, and then exactly. So again, freedom of speech is what we're saying. It's not about what someone believed or not. Is it that some of you don't have, like, some of you don't have brains or something? It's not about what someone thinks or what someone believes. We're saying, should we like unalive people because they believe something else? Dragon 97 says he literally thought I didn't consider color. How could you assume he had a brain? Some of you, in fact, I'm disappointed. Damn. I just hope it. I just hope this is not a black person, because I'm honestly disappointed. I'm honestly disappointed. No, no. What is America turning into? You're Nigerian. Moved to US when you were 3, but man, and because you cannot, is it so? Because I feel like, because you feel you don't have the brain power to debate someone and make your point heard and actually get people to see what you think, or to see that your opinion is better than the other person. I feel like you prefer to just unalive the person. Grounding lipo, right? What, from everything you're saying, it seems you don't really have the brain power to debate people. If you really think that because someone has a different opinion, then they should be unalive, then sorry, you don't have the capacity. You don't have the capacity to stand and debate people. If you cannot like condemn what has happened, what a waste of citizenship. Isaiah Smith, how are you doing? It's ironic his parents moved him to the West, to America. A man gets killed for the values of America and he thinks it's hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Like, I mean, if I don't agree with you, whether you're black or white, I would debate you, honestly speaking. Yes, I have the capacity. I have the capacity. You say all you do is double down on your BS and don't even defend your position. Charlie was a bully who chose to debate kids and would just bully them. What do you mean bully them? What do you mean bully them? Bully them in what sense? Someone says something and he tells you no, what you're saying is not correct and this is why it's not correct, and he shows you his evidence. What should you do? Oh, tequila, no problem. I see. Man, it can be annoying, but then again, tequila, then again, we need to educate people, not run away from the. I feel like again, you see, that is why I usually do not. Uh, he didn't say evidence. He repeated his opinion as evidence. And that is why I don't kick people out of the live, right? Because I feel like people need to be educated and not dismissed or kicked out, right? People need to be educated. People need to be educated. Okay, and if we come and we feel disgusted by their ignorance, how do we educate them? Okay, if we feel disgust by people's ignorance, how do we educate them? Because I feel like it's the same. This is the same, you know, um, lack of education that this guy that carried out this evil tragic action. This is the same lack of education that led to it. So, and honestly, that's what Charlie was trying to achieve. Educate these people. That's everything he was trying to achieve with Turning Point USA. Bring education to these people, because a lot of people have been lied to, deceived, and made to believe that there is white supremacy when it does not exist. There is systemic racism when it doesn't exist, right? No doubt there are a few bad eggs and it's everywhere, right? But by the time you have people working with the ideology that every white person I see is evil, is racist, is a supremacist, is bad, then there is a problem. So it's about education. It's about education. You have to. I'm not. In fact, I don't even attach my emotions to comments or to the ignorant comments of people. I don't. That is why you can say all kinds of things and it wouldn't even get to me. You can say all kinds of things and it won't get to me. Right? You keep saying what Charlie did and what he said and what he didn't do. But I am trying to educate you that that's his opinion. People should not get shot for having a different opinion from what you believe. Okay? It's his opinion. That is the education I want you to live this life with. Whether he says he literally stated empathy is a new age thing, and it doesn't exist, that is his opinion. Understand that. And you can't shoot someone because they had a different opinion. I mean, people need to get educated. Charlie's words hurt his feelings. A grown man. Incredible. People need to get educated. Honestly, seriously. And that's why, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. Good night, Dragon 97. God bless you. Understand this, guys. People have different opinions and ideas and ideologies and beliefs. People will always be different. But I mean, you shouldn't kill people because they are different. Come on. Come on. Charlie didn't put a gun to your head and ask you to, change your views on certain things. He just says, come debate me openly. Tell me why you feel this your stance is better than mine. And I'll also tell you why I think my opinion is better. That's what he's trying to say. And then at the end of the day, we look at the arguments, and the people would be the judge to say, okay, based on the argument, this person seems to have a more credible argument. So please, let's understand these things and be guided. Okay, let's understand these things and be guided. I feel like education, the government needs to do a whole lot um, regarding education, because a lot of these things I'm seeing is just lack of education, right? And at the end of the day, it's clear it's clear that something needs to be done, and people need to be educated. Okay, people need to be educated, and people need to understand that having having a different opinion doesn't make you a bad person, right? It's just your opinion. You are not enforcing anything on anyone. Okay, someone says, I don't believe in abortion. He's not a lawmaker. He's not enforcing his belief systems on you. He's just telling you, I don't believe in abortion. Okay? And why do you have to shoot him because he doesn't believe in that. I don't believe in DEI. That's his opinion. He's not enforcing it on you. He's not the government. He's not enforcing it on you. He's just saying. And you have the opportunity to also say your opinion. I mean, the social media is free for everyone. It's free for everyone. So if I'm saying something that is, making me get the following, then it means I must be saying something that most people are agreeing with. If I'm saying something and I'm getting more following, then I must be saying something that most people agree with. Then you also turn on your camera and speak your opinion. Turn on your camera and say what you think about issues. Don't resort to violence. Okay? Violence is never the answer. Those of you supporting this, you need to understand that it can go both ways. You need to understand that it can go both ways. Violence is never, I repeat, violence is never the answer. It's never the answer. So war is bad. Oh. I thought Republicans loved war. Why do you think Republicans love war? Why? Why do you think so? Why do you think Republicans love war? Because honestly, I'm confused. Why would you think? All the wars they start seem to be a big indicator. Trump changing the Department of Defense to the Department of War. How? Grunding, are you sure you know your history at all? Are you sure you know your history? If you don't even know your history, just do a simple Google search. Hmm? If you don't know your history, just do a simple Google search. Because now it's exactly what I said. You are just displaying, you are proving my point. And I am saying that a lot of you just need education. Now, the United States Department of Defense was originally named Department of War. What are you saying? It was originally named Department of War. Trump did not change it. Trump did not make up the name Department of War. It was originally named Department of War. Okay? So it's right there. And slowly the name was changed. When did they start to call it? In fact, even so, again, it's been called National Military Establishment, right? 1947. I'm giving you facts. Okay? 1789. That's when it was established. And it was called Department of War. Okay? And Trump renamed it to what? To the initial name. So what are you saying at Trump changing Department of Defense to Department of War? What are you saying? The real question to ask is, why was it changed? Why was it changed from the original name? That's the question you should ask. No, the name was not. Oh God. So again, you see, the problem is just do a simple Google search. Just ask ChatGPT questions. All right, and understand some certain things. Don't just come here and, initially you say Trump changed the name to Department of War. How did Trump change the name? Like it wasn't named Department of War at the start. So how do you say he changed the name? The Department of War was changed to Department of Defense in 1949 to reflect a broader mission that included all branches of military and to emphasize defense rather than just war. Now, your initial stance was Trump changed the name. And I'm correcting you first that Trump did not change the name. It was actually called Department of War. That's the first thing you need to understand. Then you look at the circumstances then and now, and why Trump decided to say, let's call this thing what it was before, Department of War. All right. So many there are other executive departments that have come up since then. You're not asking, you're not trying to find out which department, which other military department have been established from that time till today. Which other military department have they established? And why did Trump decide to do this? You're just making things up and saying, hey, he decided to do this because Republicans like war. What are you saying, bro? I mean, just try and just do unbiased search and ask the right questions. Okay? Make sure your search is unbiased and you are asking the right questions. So that is what I would say. That is what I will say. But at the end of the day, the real bone of contention here is, no matter our views, no matter the views we have, the opinions we have that may differ from other people's opinions, no one deserves to be shot because they have a different view or a different opinion. Okay? Absolutely no one. And if we cannot, you know, if we cannot state this unequivocally, then there is a problem. Okay? You have to first condemn the act. Condemn the act in its entirety. That's the first thing. We should be allowed to debate. We should be allowed to have different opinions. I should be allowed to tell you what I think, and you should also be allowed to tell me, no, this is the correct thing, without us hating on each other, or without us, having this deep hate that would, metamorphose into the intent to harm. And that's what I'm doing here. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And that's why you can type freely on the platform. And I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. It's your opinion, it's your view, it's what you think. Right? And other people like Charlie too should also be able to say what they think freely. All right, so that's my point in all this. I hope that we'll continue to get ourselves educated, and honestly speaking, it's okay. So to invoke Charlie's own words, wouldn't Charlie be a sacrifice to his own that believe that the guns that sacrifice we need in order to keep our Second Amendment right? Grind to Thrive says this country was based on many races, religions, and ideas. That's everyone's right in this country, and no one should ever be killed or condemned over it. Exactly. Grundin, you're missing the point. You are missing the point. The point is what Grind to Thrive has just stated. Okay? Grounding, you are missing the point. You are not funny. You don't sound funny. Honestly speaking, you don't sound, I don't get it. Like, you don't sound funny. How is that, how is your statement a funny thing? The bullet point didn't miss. How is it a, how are you sound? I feel like you, you just need to get some education. Honestly speaking, you need to get some education, because you clearly have been miseducated about certain things. You're trying to be funny, but honestly speaking, how is what you have said funny? Where the bone of contention is very simple. Should people be shot because they have a different opinion? Yes or no? And you're just trying to just answer the question. Should people be shot because they have a different opinion? Yes or no? You're not answering the question, and you just try to be funny, and it's not you're not we're not trying to be funny. We're trying to get you educated. We're not trying to get you funny here. You have to be educated so you don't embarrass your race in public. So you don't embarrass your race in public, okay? Proper education is key. Dragon 97, again, that's why we need to educate people like this. That's why we need to educate people like this. It's not even about going back to Nigeria or staying in the US. That's not even the issue. The issue is, if you think that people should get shot and be killed because they have a different opinion, irrespective of your geographical location, then you need education. Something is fundamentally wrong. You have clearly been miseducated, and in fact, don't you just need education. Let me stop there. Okay, so this is not about geographical location or something like that. This person needs to be educated. This person needs to understand that it's okay to have different opinion, you know. You didn't answer the question. Grundin, you did not answer my question. My question to you is just very simple and straightforward. Should people be killed because they have a different opinion? You don't want to answer the question. So if you answer the question, then we can start somewhere. I already said no. Okay, so if you believe people should not be killed because they have a different opinion, then that settles it. That settles it. What are we arguing about? What are we talking? People should not be killed because they have a different opinion. Simple. And the reason why this person was killed is because he had a different opinion about certain things. So it is wrong. So you have given up, you've answered the question. It's wrong based on what you have just answered. Right? And that's what we are saying. We are saying that it's wrong. No matter what you feel, no matter what you feel, people should not get shot for having a different opinion. People should not get shot for not supporting the things you support, or not liking the things you like, or not believing the things you believe in. Right? Welcome to America. Yeah. This is America. Okay? So if you want to practice any other thing aside, you know, being open to other people's point of view, then go somewhere else. Leave America alone. Because America is a diverse place. People with different cultures, different belief systems, different opinions, they all coexist. Forget about his statement. It's not, we're not talking about his statement. We're not, when Grunding, we're not talking about his statement. His statement is his statement. If he makes a statement, you are free to make your own statement. We are saying shooting him should not even happen. He should not be killed for having a different opinion. That's just what we're saying. Forget about, oh, he said this, he did this, he didn't do that, right? Nuances escape you, doesn't it? What are you saying, man? Because honestly, I have, even a lot of us even have different opinions from um a lot of us have different opinions from our family members, right? Yes, that's irrelevant. You're not grasping the idea of free speech and opinions without violence. Exactly, he didn't incite violence. He spoke facts and debated people and was killed for it. Yes, and then you find it funny. It's not a complex issue. Okay, grounding is it's not a complex issue. It's a straightforward issue, a very very simple issue. This is not a complex issue. How can you call this a complex issue? Man, I miss him too. I miss him too. I cried too. I miss him. At this point, I don't even think Grunding is a real person. I don't think Grunding is a real person. I don't think he's a real person. I think he's just here to catch crews. But one thing I'll let you understand that one thing I'll let you understand that is not this is not cruise. This is something serious. This is something that threatens everyone. Okay, it threatens us all. This is something that threatens our existence as a people. So I would just say this, right? So if you are a real person, understand that um, so if you're a real person, just understand what you are, you know, what you are pushing. Understand what you are pushing. Understand what you are pushing. It means that if you are supporting this, it means you are it means it can happen to you and you will be fine with it. Or it can happen to your loved ones or your family members and you'll be good with it. No, having a different opinion doesn't make you a bad person. Having a different opinion does not make you a bad person. So please stop it. Okay? No, having his opinion doesn't. That's the thing. Having his opinion doesn't, and that's the point that's the point you're missing. You think your opinion is superior. Who who are you? What makes your opinion superior to any other person's opinion? What makes your opinion superior? What? Why? On what grounds? Again, it's your opinion, and no one is saying you are not allowed to have your opinion, but you are saying that someone else is not allowed to have their opinion. It's your opinion. You are free to have your opinion about abortion. It's your opinion. You are free to have your opinion about DEI. It's your opinion. But why do you think your opinion is superior to another person's opinion? Like who is giving you that, you know? I don't get it. Is it you are a bad person because of your opinion? How does that sound? Like I don't get it. Where are you all getting this ideology from? And you think your opinion is superior? Who are you? Like who are you? What do you define as hate? How do you know your opinion isn't based in hate? You're already displaying hatred and you say your opinion isn't based in hate. You're displaying hatred for another person's opinion. Like I said, like I said again, and I'll repeat it again, I feel like what a lot of people need is education. Okay? At this point, what people need is education. What people need is education. I can see clearly. Dragon 97 says, although Charlie would have had a convo with this man, I'm over it. You can't debate. True. It's difficult to argue with a smart person, but impossible to argue again. Um, so the thing is, Charlie, and this is what Charlie was fighting for. You know, this is what Charlie was fighting for. The Charlie was fighting for a country where everyone would be able to speak freely. And that's why he organized these debates in public spaces. So if you have a different opinion, come debate me. So Charlie would debate anyone, even this guy. Charlie would debate him. Charlie would debate anyone on the planet. Okay? He feared no one. He would debate anyone on the planet. So, and I think that is something worth emulating, and we need to carry on his legacy. Oh my God, you had different viewpoints on issues half the country shares with an evil person. You guys turned those rights into chaos. Well, I don't think grounding is LGBTQ. Grounding, are you a member of the LGBTQ plus community? Oh, okay, you're trans. Grounding, are you trans? I don't understand. What do you mean by the other two? Okay, you say okay, you're a woman. You're a woman. Oh, okay. But again, I honestly don't think, I don't believe that anyone should be. I don't believe that anyone should be unalived because they have a different opinion. Um, it's sad that it happened this way. Um, well, no matter what you say or how you see it, the fact still remains that if you disagree with someone, engage them in a debate, right? If you disagree with someone, you should have enough brain power to engage them in a debate, not try to kill them. Hmm? That's the facts. You disagree with me, engage me in a debate. Don't kill me because you disagree with me. With what do you mean by the beliefs of the shooter? Why is that important? Why is that important? The beliefs of the shooter is not important. What is important is, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm starting to see that a lot of a lot of people have this victim mentality, and it's not good. It's not good. You can have different opinions. Again, if you disagree with me, debate me. Man, you all don't know how this is scary for me, especially. Scary for me because I'm disagreeing with people almost every day on the channel. I'm disagreeing with people when I expose the scams, and people don't agree with my investigations or my analysis. We're disagreeing. You have like 30 followers. You ain't at risk. Okay, now I see that. Okay, now I see that you know what you're doing. Grunding, I see that you're just trolling. So there is no need to respond to you. You're not serious. That's what I would say. You're not serious. So you're trolling. You're not serious. Um, if you think that disagreeing with one person who has the intention of disagreeing with one person who has such evil, malicious intention towards you doesn't put you at risk. You are a funny dude. You are really funny. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. And honestly, we should just continue to educate the ignorant people. Don't chase them away. Try and educate them. If you don't educate them, they will end up shooting people. Okay? So we shouldn't chase them away, please. We should educate them, and we should not let our emotions get in the way of educating these people. Please, 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 please. So that's my message. Don't send them away. Educate them. If not, they would end up picking up guns and shooting people because they lack education. All right, they lack education. So whenever I've decided to dedicate the channel to educating people like this, that it's okay to be different. It's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to not believe in something that other people believe in, and that doesn't make you racist. That doesn't make you racist. It's the education that we need to really hammer on right now. Okay? All right. See y'all later.